say you want some motivation to go to the gym. If you just, instead of like having motivation, if you're on like you're having a horrible day or whatever, if you get up and go to the gym anyways, lift up one weight one time, you can go home. Like, just start somewhere there. But if you go and lift up one weight one time, you're not gonna want to go home after lifting one weight one time. You're gonna want to keep doing, because you drove all the way to the gym anyways. You might as well. Now you have the motivation to do more. You go do something first, and then you're motivated to do more after. Alright, everyone, welcome back to the Summit by Redemption Ride. I'm Jacob, this is my brother.
Michael, how's it going?
We're the brothers behind Redemption Ride. Want to hit him with our mission statement there, Michael?
Yeah, that Redemption Ride, our mission is to share the message of redemption and empower individuals to overcome life's obstacles, unleashing their full potential.
We love some good full potential, you know. Good
Full potential.
Full potential. No half potential. We don't mess with that. Only full potential.
Of course.
Nothing but the best around here. All right, cool. So yeah, we got a very not a different necessarily episode for you guys, but yeah, it is gonna be a bit different. You know, we're gonna focus a little bit on the new year that's coming up, which obviously comes with a lot of people's New Year's resolutions. It's not only come with people at the gym who don't know what the heck they're doing. It comes with a lot of other things too. We have some personal redemption that we would like to see in our lives in this new year, so that's playing a factor into our resolutions, I guess you could call them. And same for the company too. We got a lot in store, right? Pretty big year.
A lot in store this coming year.
I think it's gonna be really, really fun, and we're not slowing down anytime soon. So got
if anything,
we're
speeding up.
If anything, we're speeding up, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, what are your thoughts? How was your Christmas and stuff? Well, I mean, we spent part of Christmas together, but good holiday season so far?
Yeah, no, I'd say my holidays went pretty well. Good Christmas, you know, with the family.
Santa Claus get you some lumps of coal, or?
Yeah, I don't know what's up. It was just like rocks but you know, it's not about the gifts you get. It's about the memories you make
with the lumps
Christmas.
Of coal. Oh, right. With
the people. And, you know, around the much warmer fire after I threw my coals in there, you know? Like, it just made the time a lot better.
Nice.
Yeah. So, if anything, thank you, Santa Claus. Thank you.
From here to the North Pole. And anything you're looking forward to in the new year?
In this new year?
Yeah. It's coming up. Well, by the time you guys see this there, I actually don't know. Is it going to be the new year?
Probably not.
Before the new year.
Yeah, this is definitely
right. This is a pre-new year episode. So we're getting ready for the new year with you. So thanks for coming along and getting ready for the new year with us.
Get some inspiration for things that we want to do in this new year, and you know,
hopefully inspire you guys too.
Yeah. And even if it's part way through the new year and you're watching this, there's no better time to start than the present.
True. That's right. If you're waiting for the new year to come before getting your butt off your couch, get your butt off the couch, please, right now if you're watching this. You can stop watching this video. If there's something you know you want to do, I give you full permission. Press pause. Better yet, close the frickin' tab, get up, and go do whatever it is that you want to do in the new year. Do it now.
Right? Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Cool. Glad we're on the same page.
All right. Yeah, so this new year, what do I want to do?
But what are you excited for? I don't think did you answer that?
Not really.
What are you excited for?
I'm excited for what's to come, I guess, you know? Like with Redemption Ride, you know, and where we're going to be going as a company, and as well in my personal life as well, with, you know, people around me and that kind of stuff. I'm just excited to see what the next chapter has in store for me. What about you?
Definitely going to be a lot for you. I know, you know, it's definitely not going to be a slow year for you. You have a lot of stuff going on.
No, it will not be a slow year. That's
good.
That's
exciting.
Sure.
It'll be fun. Me, what am I excited for? Man, so much. Hopefully, you know, like we said, just doubling down on what we got going on here. Keep the good things rolling and get rid of the bad and bring in more good. You know, like we're gonna keep on finding ways to improve improve what we're doing here, and I'm excited to be doing that with you, my brother. That's where everyone says, "Oh, that's cute." Yeah. You can cue in the sound effect there.
Yeah, I got you.
Cool. Um, and yeah, I got hopefully a few like other trips planned. Hopefully some company trips too, where we get out and go see some things and visit new people and pop up shops, etc. But also some personal trips want to do and um spend some time with Amanda. That's where everyone else says "aw" again. Aw. And yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, big business trip to China coming up.
Really?
Maybe.
Sure.
Be pretty cool.
I was thinking more like Paris for the Olympics.
Oh, that's a better idea. We should go to Paris.
Olympics collab with us.
Yeah, that's possible.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
Anyways, you've heard of the topic or the phrase "New Year, New Me."
Oh yeah.
What is something in this new year that you want to renew in yourself, or renew, or even possibly invent in yourself?
I'm not trying to reinvent myself. I don't like the New Year, New Me thing. Last year, a total piece of garbage, and you want to like be a not total piece of garbage in the new year. Then okay, yes, like new you, 100%. Redeem yourself, change yourself. But I like who I am. I like who God made me to be, and I like where I'm going. I'm just trying to find ways to improve. That's a better way to say it. That's not the answer you're looking for.
You want to explain?
New year, new me. I'm not trying to be a new person in the new year. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Like I'm not trying to be a new person. I'm trying to be still the person, me, who God made me to be, and just continuously improve and fix, become a better version of myself every day.
Okay.
You
So
know.
you're not necessarily, I guess, kind of putting a time on it. You're not a big fan of the New Year, New Me kind of thing, like in the sense of, like in the year.
No, I am. I definitely
Okay.
do have a lot of goals that we'll get into and stuff, like personally and for redemption. Like a new year is a good way to kind of just set yourself up to look back on the previous year, set up new goals, figure out where you can fix and do things in the new year. Have a timeline. I love it. It's good. But my not beef, but what I was just saying was like with the new me part. I was like, I don't believe in new me. Like, why would I need a new me? Me is fine, That's more what I meant. It's like not like new year, new me is just new year, same me, just getting after it, Like not.
But
Like,
you're still striving to be a better person.
yes,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
Not perfect,
But I'm not
you know?
changing myself to be a new version. Like I'm not.
No, but
I don't know if this is
but do
making
you
any sense
think-
to you guys. You guys can let me know in the comments if I'm completely out of line here. I just don't feel like new me makes a lot of sense unless you're really trying to be a different person.
yeah.
It's the same me. I'm just getting better every day.
Okay. Yeah, but I think where the main importance of not importance, but the main idea of New Year, New Me comes from, is the idea of like, do you think you now will be not necessarily recognizable, but like very similar to you at the end of the year?
Like right now, will I
Right now compared to the end of the year you.
take for the end of year from next year? Again, I think like me as a person, I'm gonna remain me as a person, and I love that. I'm happy for that. I'm gonna continuously just be getting better every day. Like,
Interesting.
that's the part that I don't know.
Yeah,
Do you,
but you'll
like,
be
do you
getting
think,
better every day, but like,
yeah.
so me personally, like,
What do you think?
I don't know.
I don't know if okay, sorry. I just want to say I don't know if I was too harsh on saying, like the whole garbage thing. All I was saying was like if you're a garbage, like, if you're not a good person and you want to change that, then all for sure, go be a new person, a new
Totally.
creation, all that stuff. But that's more what I meant by that. Sorry, I'll let you speak.
Yeah,
No,
for
I
sure.
didn't mean for that to sound too harsh.
For sure, no, but like, I know for me personally, like, this year has been a pretty big year for me.
Yeah.
I came back from traveling, not quite, I wouldn't say around the world, but across the world. And during that time, I went through a lot of growth, not necessarily growth in the sense of like, I'm visibly different or
Yeah.
different in those ways, but I've changed the way that I think about things. I've changed the way that I act after seeing things, or
Yeah.
like that I respond to things. And I would say that, yeah, every day I, like what you're saying, every day you're improving.
Yeah.
You wouldn't consider that a new you?
No. No, I think we're all just, you're continuously in a journey of either being redeemed or having your mind transformed, either like by God or by whatever it is that or your experience is, consistently trying to redeem yourself as well. I think you is you. You're just becoming a better version of yourself, and so like, I don't know. So I guess it depends on how you interpret new me. Because yeah, okay, if you count just improving yourself is a new you, then sure, then that means that whenever I hear people say new year, new me, if it's because they want to change who they are, like, which is sometimes a good thing, but also be true to who you are, and just continuously try to improve yourself. I don't know. I don't. I guess everyone interprets it in a different way.
Okay, well, not to like
Come on.
infringe on your point, because you're right, like, um, you're not necessarily completely changing yourself, but by the definition of new,
Yeah.
it is implementing something that was not there before.
Yeah.
That makes it new.
Yeah, but new you were there before.
Yeah, but it's a new version of myself.
Better version of yourself.
Yeah, and it's new. That's okay.
But you're not new. It's still you.
The version of myself is new. My brain is new. The way I think is new.
But no, it's not. It's still you. There's
Then-
just addition. It's like an update, an upgrade.
Yeah.
Not
and-
upgrade, update. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
an update.
and what do
You're
they
just
say
updating
before
it.
the update? When they pop something in front, they go, new version available.
Okay, but it's not a different. Like if I have the same phone, if I have an iPhone 15 that has an upgrade, it's still an iPhone 15 just with a .17 upgrade, whatever it is, iOS, yada yada yada, upgrade. It's still an iPhone 15 though. That hasn't changed. It's not a new phone. That's what I mean. I'm still an iPhone 15, but I'm updating as I go.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm
Yeah.
not switching out for a Samsung because I want to be a new me. Actually, that's a bad example. You switch Samsung to iPhone. New
No,
year,
okay,
new me. I'm
buddy,
joking.
calm
I'm
down.
joking. I'm joking.
Okay. So you don't
That's what I
you
mean.
don't like the idea of like changing you, like, and you being in a very literal sense of like what you are, like, I am a human, I am Michael,
Well,
I
like-
have brown hair.
No, but
Like,
it's still
what do
just
you
who God made you to be, right? So yes, I understand. Like from a Christian perspective, if you give your life to Christ and you died to your sin, you are a new creation in Christ. Yes, okay, you are made new. In that sense, 100%, that terminology makes sense. Aside aside from that, if that's not the kind of transformation I'm talking about, I'm already walking into the life that God has for me. I am me. Like I am the person that God has made me to be, and from now on, I'm gonna do everything I can to keep on just, getting better,
Okay.
updating my systems.
Okay. Okay, so you were talking about like, God made you to be the person who you are.
Yeah.
And that's really important, right? I feel
Yeah.
like God gives you passions,
Yeah.
and passions that you should follow. And when you follow your passions, God will provide in those things.
What do you mean? Like.
So like a lot of people talk about like your calling,
Mm-hmm.
you know, what God wants you to do on the earth, right? And there's lots of different stories of people kind of figuring out what God wants them to do.
Yeah.
And I feel like your quote unquote calling is very much what's the word? It's just very much dependent, not dependent, but like very much includes your calling is very similar, if not your passion. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
It is what you're passionate about necessarily, right? Like
Yeah.
generally.
Yeah, we have your passions for a reason. Yeah.
Exactly. And God gave you those passions. But I also believe that your passions can change.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I
Yeah.
believe that like in different times your passions will change, and that can also be an indicator of God telling you, hey, let's switch it up a bit,
Yeah,
right?
100%.
So God made you who you are, but He also made you who you are right now,
Yeah.
and that can change.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, because He
I think
made
it
you.
just changes parts about you.
Yeah.
You know?
And what if He's changed every single part about you?
Yeah, well, that's exactly the whole like thing. Like, you died to your old self and your new self
Yeah.
is born again. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
one part about you, right? Or a few parts. But
That's your-
not necessarily everything about you, because you're still.
You're still a unique human. Yeah.
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 But there's other parts of you, right? And every part of you can get changed.
Mm-hmm.
And I would almost say will get changed, right?
Yeah.
So that's just what I'm saying. Like, to new year, new me kind of thing. I feel like, yeah, maybe this year you might not definitely get changed, but I think you as a person can change. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
just my thought on that.
No, that's fair. That's fair. And if you're being called to a full transformation of you, then there you go. Maybe this year is the year.
Maybe this year's the year.
All right. So, with that being said, what are your New Year's redemption resolutions like personally for Michael?
Redemption resolutions or just resolutions?
I mean, both. I guess. I guess we can talk about resolutions, just trying to keep the redemption theme. But
Yeah, sure. I guess I would say for me, my redemption resolutions. I mean, it'd probably just be generally just
or I wonder if I should say it like this because it sounds catchier. How do you plan on redeeming yourself in 2024?
Well, that's different. That's not a resolution.
Well, it could be. It could be a redemption resolution.
I don't know.
Anyways, New Year's resolution / redemption 2024. Hit me.
Cheers. So yeah, I'd say some of my resolutions this year is, I think mainly I want to get a little more into the gym.
Okay. Get jacked.
Get absolutely shredded.
Shredded. Swole or shredded?
To be determined.
Okay.
See how I feel.
Beefy with a six pack.
Maybe, I don't know. But no, just to kind of build more discipline.
Yep.
I think.
It's a good reason.
Yeah, I think that's definitely top-ish of my list. Just to kind of build that consistency. Oh shoot, what else do I want to do?
Was there
this year?
something you tried this past year that you didn't really get around to, or wasn't able to succeed the way you wanted, and we're like, okay, we're gonna try that again this year?
Okay, that's a little more of a redemption resolution.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that. Well, I feel like last year I might have told myself the same thing about getting into the gym,
Okay.
but I had a lot of trips planned last year, so that was partially my excuse.
Oh, excuses.
They can be dangerous, but they can also be valid.
No excuse is valid. I'm sorry.
Really?
Lost
Are you
me.
sure?
Yep. Okay, well,
Okay, then
obviously there's
I can make up a
exceptions,
scenario,
guys. If
exactly.
you're dying,
exactly. Yeah.
don't pull that card. That's
No, there's lots of cards.
yeah, but
that can be pulled.
99% of excuses aren't valid. Don't at me.
There's a lot of excuses that are valid.
99% of them aren't.
I would say it's more like 89.
99. I'm sticking by it.
Okay, what makes an invalid excuse?
Anything. There's so many reasons. If any of your excuses are about somebody else that isn't you, like, oh, this person did this, and so I don't want to do that. Nah, like, dude, I hear that so much. I hear so many people talking about other people as an excuse for why they're not doing something. I was
Okay. You
no.
wanted to go on a trip to Nepal.
Okay.
You find out your mom is in the hospital for cancer. She has 3 weeks left to live. Your flight leaves tomorrow
Okay, but why
And you'll be
is
gone
Nepal so
for
important?
6 weeks.
Why is Nepal so important?
Business opportunity? I don't know.
Okay, my mama's life is worth a little more than a business
Okay,
opportunity
that's an
in Nepal.
excuse.
That's
You lose your
priorities.
promotion. That's your
No,
excuse.
I know that's priorities.
Yeah.
There's no excuse to not be there for your mom. You could turn the whole thing around.
Okay, so if you
When
have
I'm
a
saying
priority that
excuses-
if something an excuse is when something of a higher priority comes up and then you do that instead of doing your other thing.
Okay,
It's like
yes,
saying,
I agree.
oh yes, I want to go to your birthday party. Oh, I got super sick though, so I couldn't go. That's an excuse. But also you're valuing your friend's health over yours.
Okay,
over your experience.
Sure, okay, I don't know. Just majority of the excuses I hear people saying often are around laziness in some way, shape, or form. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like 99%, especially in North
Laziness
America.
excuses? Sure.
Yeah.
You say I'm tired. Oh, suck it up, buddy.
Yeah, exactly,
You're not that tired.
Yeah.
Sure. Excuses around laziness. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
But there's
There's
so
a-
many excuses out there that are
Sure.
a lot more.
Sure.
priority
Anything
based.
involving like obviously health or if it's a stupid thing or whatever, if it's gonna put you in a really, really bad spot, you know, you use common sense. I'm not saying don't use common sense, use your judgment. But there's a lot of bad excuses out there. And my argument is 99% of excuses are bad excuses. That I could be
That's
completely
false.
wrong. I could
That's
could be
false.
wrong, but I don't think I am. I'm gonna leave that there.
Wow, very very negotiable. Very negotiable.
Hey, I'm open to hearing. Obviously, the examples you gave were about my mama's health. Like, obviously,
No.
that's that's
And
not an
it can be
excuse.
about anybody. So I think an excuse becomes valid when it's higher on your priority scale.
No excuse is just a reason. If I cancel on you because I have to go
A
do
reason
this,
is an excuse.
no, I don't know. What's the definition of
It's
excuse?
the same thing. An excuse is
I feel like it's always used as
a
bad term,
reason.
though.
Yeah, of course it is,
Yeah.
because most people use excuses in a bad way.
How many is most?
Well, it's
99%.
not 99. I told you probably closer to 89.
Okay. Okay. I could probably lean towards 89.
I could
Maybe.
lean a little lower personally.
Okay.
but
No.
It's just because like it's for the same reason as like I don't know. I think people use excuses badly,
Yeah.
but those are all the same excuses. You know? I think there's more good excuses than bad excuses. I just think the bad ones are way more reused.
Okay, wait. So how did we get here? Oh, you traveling was an excuse to not work out. I don't think that was a good excuse.
That was a great excuse.
No, you can do 50 push-ups no matter where you are in the world, you know?
I guess that's partially valid, but I was also
Thank
very,
you. Joking. I'm joking.
very.
No, I know you were busy, but again, busy. People who say I'm too busy, excuse. Bad excuse. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I just got off.
Well, it depends how busy, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's yes, sure.
Anyways,
Sure.
that's that. Okay, but yes, okay. I hear what you mean. So this year's a year of no excuses. You're in the gym.
I'm in the gym no matter
Good.
what.
Awesome.
Um,
Even if your mom was sick, no, I'm joking.
yeah, even if my mama's sick because I can't spend all the time with her, she has to sleep, and while she's sleeping, you
Well,
know where
she's
I'll
sleeping,
be.
Okay, but mama, you're not gonna be sick. Don't worry about that. We love you. Shout out to mama.
Shout out to mama, love you.
No sickness this year
Yeah.
or ever.
Well, that might be a little.
Ever? No, I'm not.
Okay,
I'm not speaking that into existence.
Sorry, my fault. Okay. Yeah, so that's definitely number one.
'Kay.
You're up there at least. Yeah, I think wanting to just I don't know, maybe find more about what I want to do in the future too. Like obviously there's this, and that's a very big part, you
I don't know
know.
what else there could be. I'm joking.
But yeah, no, I'm sure there will be more, you know.
Always, man. Always.
So just figuring out more things like that, more things that I enjoy to do, that kind of stuff, and really just explore more about myself that I haven't discovered yet. I think
Hit the slopes.
hit the slopes. Yeah,
Hit the
it's
slopes.
true. There's some winter ones too. You know, like I want to get pretty consistent at rails. I can say
Skiing, yeah.
consistent now because I've done it once.
Skiing on a rail for those who aren't.
Yeah,
familiar with
yeah,
rails.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Skiing. We're talking about skiing,
Skiing
park
down
skiing.
rails.
Yeah,
Um,
good stuff.
maybe hit some spins, at least a 180. you
Oh yeah,
know.
get the rotations in.
Ski backwards too, because I'm not really even comfortable with that, and I think that's
Yeah.
if I want to do a 180 at least, then that'll be pretty important.
Best way for that, you just start at the top of the mountain while you're not moving, turn yourself backwards and go, and then
Hope
See
for
you-
the best.
see you at the bottom. You'll figure it out on the way down.
It's not a bad idea, but it'd be a good time, that's for sure. Yeah, so I think
Cool.
those are a bunch of things.
Good stuff. I
What
like
about
it.
you?
This year, what's it gonna look like for Jacob? Few things, that I definitely want. Like I haven't actually, I'm late this year. I haven't actually sat down yet. I want to sit down with Amanda as well and like go over our personal goals as a couple, as individuals, professionally, individually, financially, what our goals are. For the year that's coming up and looking back on the year that just happened. We haven't actually sat down and done all that yet. But for me personally, what I can say so far is I've this past year, I saw a really big change in the way that I got myself focused. I was like, okay, like, trying to limit my excuses in my life for not having enough time to this or that, or like, there's redemption stuff. Oh, I can do it tomorrow. No, like even if it's 9, 10, 11 o'clock and I'm still awake for another hour or two, just open up your laptop and start writing out that next promotional email, or just edit a video, do whatever I gotta do, just stay focused. And I don't want to lose that, so I kind of want to just keep the focus going into the new year. Make sure that not getting too distracted either with everything else that there is that can be distracting in life. So stay focused on things I'm working on, stay focused on whatever it is that God has for me. Yeah. The other thing I would say is this is more of a redemption thing. I want to redeem this year. It's redemption in two ways, because it's redemption of like a redemption moment I want to have, but it's also redemption for the company. Redemption. I've said this many times in the past how I want this to be my full-time job, and I haven't been able to make that reality in the past few years, and that is on me. There's nobody else to blame except for me for that. But this year, I really do want to redeem that aspect of my life. The idea is to get this to be my full-time job as soon as possible, hopefully earlier in the year rather than later. So that's gonna happen this year.
For sure.
That's it.
That's pretty sweet.
Yep.
That's pretty sweet.
Yep.
Yeah, so has there ever been I mean, you were talking about this year how you've been kind of getting your focus up,
Yeah.
You've been not pushing things back, less procrastination, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Did you have any like that's something really cool that you did last year? Do you have any things that you wanted to do last year that you never got around to doing?
Oh yeah. There are definitely opportunities I let slide just because they went away too. I'm probably talking more redemption related stuff for the company. There's probably a few like pop-ups that could have done, but I didn't do just because didn't actually put it in the time and effort to get it organized. Had other excuses. Things that I didn't do. There's always so many, and so I think that's also a big thing for this year is I don't want to leave, like unless it's for a good reason. I don't want to leave any opportunities open on the table. Don't get picked up, Like I want to make sure that we take every opportunity that we can get to do that bring us closer, that are in line with our mission. Obviously, if something is not in line with our mission, or doesn't make sense for us, okay, that's a different story. Then okay, it's not an excuse. You're just being smart. Don't do something stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I definitely don't want to leave any opportunities on the table that would be beneficial for us, and that sometimes involves making some sacrifices, taking some risks.
For sure.
So just want to be more open to that this year. Now I'm happy. Got 2 heads to think about it, and 2 heads to not forget about things. So I often forgot about a lot of things too. So yeah.
Okay. And you were talking a lot about like, as you're saying, your focus before.
Yeah.
And obviously that takes a lot of motivation, to keep focused, or you can even say, motivation and focus, they're kind of hand in hand.
Yeah.
I think this is important, but what are ways that you have helped to motivate yourself or stay focused?
I heard something really good the other day that struck me as I was working out. I had like a speech on in my headphones as I was working out, and this guy was saying, um, people often are seeking the motivation to go and do things. They're looking for motivation to go to the gym. They're looking for motivation to do this. Oh, I don't have motivation. Oh, I need motivation before I can do that, or I need motivation in order to do something, and then he was like that's all like it's that's not what you're missing, because if you think about it, say you want some motivation to go to the gym. If you just, instead of like having motivation, if you're on like you're having a horrible day or whatever, if you get up and go to the gym anyways, lift up one weight one time, you can go home. Like, just start somewhere there. But if you go and lift up one weight one time, you're not gonna want to go home after lifting one weight one time. You're gonna want to keep doing, because you drove all the way to the gym anyways. You might as well, now you have the motivation to do more. You go do something first, and then you're motivated to do more after, right? So motivation comes after you start actually doing. The first step is not to get motivated. The first step is just to get up and do something. You get up, you do something. Once you start, then it gets harder to stop.
Yeah.
And you use what you're doing as motivation, as fuel to keep going. So what was your question? Was it asking me where I get my motivation from?
Yeah.
It was just getting up and starting something. As soon as I get up and I start something, and I'm motivated to keep going. So it's not like, yes, okay, I do have some motivation in just different things that are part of my life, like my relationship with God, and what I know He's called me to, and just communing with Him and being in line with Him, like, is motivating, because I want to live out the life I have in the best way possible. So that in and of itself is a motivator. But honestly, as soon as I get up and I just start something, and better yet, share it with the people around you. I'll go tell you something that I'm starting. That way, you can also ask me about it, and I'm gonna be more motivated to give you an update. The key, that accountability aspect of it too. But no, just getting up and starting something is all the motivation that I kind of need to get going. Yeah.
That's valid. Yeah, that's.
What about you?
That's really cool.
Do you have any other sources of motivation, or thoughts on that at all?
Yeah, well, I haven't. Well, I think a good example for me is I haven't been necessarily waiting for the new year to start going to the gym, right?
I like that.
So I've been going the past couple days, and I think what has inspired me to go more, or at least to just kind of get in the car and go. But once you're there, obviously you're not going anywhere.
No,
for the next little while, you're gonna get your workout in. But I think what has been where I have found my motivation to go and do things is thinking about what, like, thinking about the good times I had there
at the gym.
Yeah, because I've been before.
Like, good times you had there, or how it made you like feel physically
Both.
after? Okay.
Both.
'Cause
So
the gym can be painful.
Well, physically, obviously, it's not feeling good.
Yeah.
But I know, especially if you work out with somebody,
it can be fun.
You're gonna be in pain. But you're in pain together. You're laughing about it. You're trying to get up from the machine you're just working out on. You fall to the ground because you're so like gassed, right? Like, and you laugh about it because it's funny, you know.
You're in pain.
It's a good time. But like, I remember I think about the good time that I had at the gym, and I go, that's motivation enough for me to get in my car and go, right? And maybe I'll do some work before, and then it's like 2 p.m. and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And I was like, okay, option A, lay down in bed and scroll through reels or shorts or whatever, TikTok. And it's like, option B, go get a workout in. And I think about it for a second, I go, which one should I do? And obviously you know which one I should do, right?
Yeah.
But then it's just like getting the motivation to pick the right option. To me, is just going, oh yeah, I remember that feeling that I had in the gym. Let's go do that, you know? And I feel like it's all like people always talk about nowadays, like you gotta shift your mindset, you gotta right, like now some of it is taken a little bit to the extreme, you know, but there is truth in it, and it's just the how you tame your mind can be different to other people, but I feel like you were saying, once you go and you do something, I feel like you can't find motivation to do things that you've never done before. Well, to an extent.
Yeah, to an extent. You can definitely like see a video of something cool and be like, I'm gonna go try that, you know?
Exactly.
But it's not motivation, it's more as just like, oh,
Inspiration.
Inspiration.
But like, yeah, you can't. I don't. Yeah, you can find inspiration in that, but you can't really find motivation in that. And so it's once you go and you've experienced something, you've done something for yourself, then you can remember that and you can motivate yourself to do that again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay. So getting up and doing something will make you want to do it again. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like
And-
if there's something you want to do, first of all, have you done it before? If so, then you know where to get your motivation. Is in those. For me, it's in those memories of me doing it before, and
That makes
if
sense.
it was a bad experience, that's a little different, right? If it was a bad experience, then
Yeah. It's
Maybe-
harder to be motivated to go back.
yeah,
But that's also where just being positive and remembering that there's always
The
something
benefits
positive.
of it.
The benefits. There's always some positive to be taken out of anything. It's just hard to see sometimes. I want to go on to what you said about the scrolling on Reels or TikTok or versus going to the gym. Sometimes motivation enough for me is knowing how crappy I'll feel about myself if I didn't go, or if I did scroll on TikTok for an hour instead or something. Like, just thinking about that, I'd be so upset with myself afterwards that it's like, no, I know I have to go or do something else now or something more productive, because I know I'll be upset at myself a little bit afterwards. Obviously, okay, there's times when you can sit down and unwind. Sure. There's probably sometimes unwinding though is going to the gym. I don't know if there's any excuse to scroll. I mean, I don't know. That's a whole other debate.
There's-
The whole social media trap. That's a
productive
whole other
ways
debate.
to unwind, but it's also not quite unwinding. It depends what you want to, or how you want to unwind. Because
Yeah.
like sometimes you'll feel, oh, my head is so clogged up, I just wanna like do mindless ooga booga lift weights, you know? I
Yeah.
mean, that's a way of unwinding. There's also a way of like, man, I'm just really tired. I want to unwind. I want to sit on the couch and maybe talk to my family or
Yeah.
do something with people together.
Yeah.
Or like,
I could see that.
yeah, you know, or
Yeah.
just like do something different. Like, there's different ways to unwind.
Yeah, there is different ways.
But I think that's something different about me and you though, is that I feel like whenever I try and when I don't feel like I can motivate myself thinking about future me. I feel like I've tried before. I go, man, and I know if I do this, I'm gonna feel like crap after. But for me, that's always been hard motivation to actually bring me to doing the right thing.
Yeah, I'm not saying that motivation really works for me all the time. It's
Okay.
just, yeah, but yes, you're right.
But like
yeah.
for me, it's for me what I feel like motivates me more is thinking about the good times I had when I say I persevered through it. So say or when I went and did the good thing, or when I that kind of thing. That's where
Yeah,
I feel like I get more motivation from.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Cool. Where do you get your motivation from?
Where do you get your motivation from? Wait, don't click off the video yet, okay? Small interruption here, but we do not want you to forget about our online store where you can find these shirts here and many other of our products as well. Where you can remember your redemption by wearing these and showing off the people around you, okay? You can go find all of that stuff down in the link in the description at redemptionride.com. And yeah, let's get back to the episode.
Cool.
All right, so we've talked about it a little bit already, about Redemption Ride and at least our aspirations, where we want to go with the company.
Yep.
A little bit already, but let's dive a little more into that. What's some more things that Redemption Ride that we want to do in this new year?
2024, man. I'm excited. I think the first and foremost, like at the top of the list, is we're not taking our foot off the pedal at all. I can definitely say like Like, I know that you've come on recently, but in the past few years, there's been a lot of ups and downs for various reasons of like some good consistency or some good how do you some good growth and then some bigger falls or um I partly excuses. You know, we talked about excuses. Probably 99% was excuses. Maybe 1% of good reason, right? Like I moved across the country, had school, had all these other things, with in and out of school or jobs or whatever. But that I still consider those all to be excuses, to be honest. So I think that this year is just we're not doing that anymore. Our foot's on the gas, not coming up. Now we have two people. We're gonna hold each other accountable to that. One of
For
us
sure.
is slacking. We slap them and get back up and keep going. Don't
Yeah.
stop. So yeah, I think that first and foremost is foot staying on the gas. Don't plan on slowing down anytime soon.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah, I think that's a great
Um,
first one.
What else? What else is in it for Redemption Ride? What on your side? What do you see? What do you see? Or do you want to share any of our other goals that we have for this year?
Well, yeah, for sure.
Or I guess speak on it. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
I guess speak a bit more on not taking our foot off the gas. What else do you see us heading fully into? What parts
Heading
of what
fully for?
what parts of the business are we not slowing down?
Well, I'd say all of them. I mean, there's obviously some parts of the business right now that we are less, I wouldn't say committed to, but less pushing at the moment right now. Like right now,
Prioritize.
we're prioritizing social media very highly, getting daily posts in,
Yep.
getting these podcasts up as often as we can, things like that kind of stuff. So I think continuing this, but then also just we have some big projects in line and stuff like that that we want to test out in this year. That's more related to our bigger goals, and I think not losing sight of that and just being able not to balance the two in the sense of lowering one, because I still want our social media production to be
At the top.
at the top of its game, right? But then also do these things as well, And
Yeah.
I think that's going to come into doing this full time, right?
Yep.
Which is
Sooner rather than later.
exactly, which is something that we both hope to be able to do, and yeah,
Cool.
right?
Yeah. So keeping track of keeping our eyes on the long-term vision as well,
exactly.
where we want to go, and share that with you guys as we get along that journey.
Yeah.
Cool. Another thing, trying to think about our list. Our mission. That's right. So recently, you guys have been hearing our mission statement at the beginning of every one of these episodes, and it's one that we truly believe in. We can really stand behind confidently. That hasn't always been the case for the company. There's been a lot of not exactly identity crisis, but as a company grows and figures out its place in the world and everything, we change our direction, we change our focus, our markets, our different things, and so now I think we're really in a place where we can get behind what we're saying and the people who are talking to, and have a clear kind of mission, right, for the brand. And so don't want to lose sight of that at all. Want to keep it at the forefront of everything we do. If, again, like we talked about opportunities earlier, if an opportunity comes up that's in line with our mission, there's very few reasons for us to not take it, all right? And then if there's some that don't line up with our mission, then it's easy to say, hey, no, it's not part of our mission, don't need it. So yeah, that's another big thing.
Always taking each opportunity and properly analyzing it and acting on it, I think, is definitely it.
I guess something more tangible as well. We talked about pop-up shops a bit earlier as well. Was just having that be a consistent part of who we are, right? We want to be in person. We want to connect with people in real life. We want people to not only just see like a YouTube or a reel or something, but actually make this brand about them and their redemption story, because that's what that's what the logos and everything, the shirts they represent. They're supposed to act as a symbol of you and your redemption story and the things that you guys have gone through. So want to make sure that we get there in person and really share that vision and that mission with people aside from just on their phones. So that's what we want to keep going for sure. And we did pretty good this year towards the end of the year too. We had a few pop-up shops earlier in the year, but this year is definitely going to be a record year of amount of pop-up shops that we're going to do, and events and sponsorships and et cetera.
On everything will definitely be
a record year.
This will be the biggest year we've ever had.
Yeah, hands down.
Or Redemption Ride's ever had.
Yeah, we've ever had. That's it.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. All right, so that wraps up our New Year's episode, our New Year's resolutions, the company's New Year's resolutions, how we plan on redeeming ourselves, and 2024 as a whole. So make sure to let us know how you plan on redeeming yourself in 2024. Drop it down in the comments how you plan on redeeming yourself, and we look forward to seeing all of these goals come to life. We hope to see a lot of these goals become redemption stories, and then we get to hopefully, if you share them with us, we get to share them with the world and inspire more people to pursue redemption.
Yeah, and I mean, even on the topic of goals, everyone has a goal every year, and that's always to either make more money or spend less money or save more money, right? And what better way to save money than to subscribe to our Inside Scoop, where you can save 10% on your first order. And be subscribed to our email and get exclusive access to oncoming things that will be happening for our company.
That's right. Don't miss out.
Don't miss out.
All right, guys. We'll see you on the next episode.
Ciao.